Hello everyone and welcome to Infinity and Beyond, and in this video I will be demonstrating you a method of hosting static websites for free. So there are some websites such as GitHub pages. There are some means by which you can host your static sites for free, and note that dynamic websites cannot be hosted for free. There are some things such as Amazon Web Services which allow you for a trial period to host them for free, but there are some websites that allow you to host static sites for free forever. So what you can do is, one of the method is using netlify.com, which is you can also go on to netlify.app, and for if you do not have an account, then you will have to sign up. For that you can use your email to sign up. Click on the sign up thing and sign up with your email. Or what you can do, if you have a GitHub account, is connect your GitHub with a Netlify by signing up into the Netlify with your GitHub credentials. Allow Netlify to authorize. If you are doing it for the first time, then you will be required to authorize Netlify for accessing your GitHub account, but I have already uploaded some things from the GitHub, so it is not asking me. And in this case I am going to host a website that is present on my local computer directly onto the Netlify account without uploading that into into GitHub, because I am not going to use GitHub pages for this. So what you will have to do, the index, whatever is present, index, CSS or JavaScript files, the folder that contains all these files should be uploaded on whatever I showed, that blank site. It says direct to upload your files, and after the site is deployed, it will show you step 1 that the site is deployed, and you can change the name. Sounds a strange name, so what you can do is give it some other name. For example, if I give it time, if the site name is taken, it will show you that the site name is already taken, and now you can give some other name for it. And now after giving it some other name, the website will be hosted with this timeteller. Mine is hosted on timeteller.netlify.com and .com, and you can also use netlify.app. Both are going to redirect onto the same website, and this is the website. And if you are not satisfied with the .netlify.app subdomain, what you can do is add a custom domain. There are some methods available out there. You can just search on any search engine how to change that subdomain into the domain of your choice. And you can Netlify allows something else. It allows you to collect data by the means of forms. So that shows you forms. What you can do is, if you do not want to go into the backend thing, so what you can do is create a form, and there are some methods. On the form tag inside, you will have to perhaps apply Netlify. The Netlify attribute has to be kept true. It is available in the Netlify documentation. You can visit that page. Or since you have just seen that the website is not HTTPS, is not having an SSL certificate, so it currently shows that it is not secure. You can make it secure by enabling a TLS certificate, which is there is an open source authority that gives it for free. And that's it for this video.